Lesson 20 is all about volume. And when we talk about volume, we will always be talking about three-dimensional figures. Now you can see that we have a cube here. And when we talk about volume, what we want to assume in this problem is how many cubes we can fit inside, how many small cubes we can fit inside this big cubes. And we could think about sugar cubes going into a box. If we had a sugar cube here, okay, there's one sugar cube. What we want to do is to be able to take the dimensions of the shape that are given to us and figure out how many sugar cubes, three-dimensional, would be able to fit within this box. Now, this picture is a little bit blank, but let's look at this. Here we have a Rubik's Cube. And this Rubik's Cube is a great way to picture volume. Because in this Rubik's Cube, we can see how many different cubes we have, little cubes, to make up the big cube. On top, you can see we've got one cube, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a total of 9 cubes on top. Okay, if we have 9 cubes in the first row, that means we must have 9 cubes in the second row, and we must have 9 cubes in the third row. We know that 9 times 3 is going to be equal to 27 cubic units, or 27 cubes. If you have drawn out a picture of the Rubik's Cube, fantastic. If you've used the colors, that's even better. If you haven't, just go ahead and draw out a picture of a cube that looks like this. Please pause now if you need more time. Now our next slide. This problem is like a problem we'll see in our textbook. The rectangle shown is the base of a right solid whose sides are 4 centimeters tall. Find the volume of the solid. So first off, here's the solid. What we want to do is figure out how many little cubes we would need in here to fill up this entire right solid. We know that this thing is 4 centimeters tall. Okay? All these sides are in centimeters. And we're going to use the information given. Now, the base, the rectangle shown, that's this, okay, here's our rectangle shown, is a base, okay, so it goes right here. It's the base, it's what this is sitting on. So these two pieces are the same. This one's just blown up a little bit bigger in proportion, or in scale. The base of the right solid whose sides are 4 centimeters tall. What we need to do in order to find out what our volume is going to be. First off, we have to find the area of the base. So the area of the base, that's going to be the length times the width. So we're going to get 6 times 2, which is going to be equal to 12. And then we're going to take the area of the base, which would be square centimeters, and we're going to multiply it by the height. So the height of this entire solid is 4 centimeters. So we're going to multiply 12 times 4 centimeters, and we know that's going to be 48. And when we have square centimeters times centimeters, we're going to have to get centimeters to the third power. And we've got our answer. Whenever we do a problem where we need to find volume of a right solid, we need to find the area of the base, or down here we could look at it, the area of the base, and then multiply it by the height. That is our key concept in this lesson. I'll say it loud. The volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. You could say it softly. The volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. Or you could just say it normally. Volume is equal to area of the base times the height. Make sure this formula goes into your notes. Again, volume equals area of the base times the height. Now our lesson practice, we're going to look at several more problems like this on pages 89 through 90. Make sure you've got your notes completed, and I'll see you in class next time. Have a nice afternoon.